Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and honestly, let's just shatter a massive AI myth right off the bat. There is no single best AI out there. It's not about finding the smartest bot on paper, it's about finding the one that actually fits your specific workflow. Today, we're putting the two absolute heavyweights, ChatGPT and Claude AI, head to head. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover the AI matchup, deep focus and creation, visuals, voice and speed, workflow and memory styles, and we'll wrap it all up with a final verdict. Let's get into it. Section 1, the AI matchup, it's about workflow. Look, these platforms, they're way past being just general-purpose calculators. They have evolved into incredibly specialized tools. So the crucial question isn't which AI is the smartest, it's which one actually solves the frustrating everyday problems you face at your desk. We're going to figure out exactly which one that is for you. Moving right along to Section 2, Deep Focus and Creation, focusing on heavy cognitive tasks. Let's take software development, for example. You can think of Claude, specifically the 3.7 Sonnet and Opus models, as a master architect. It is absolutely the gold standard for continuous multi-file developer workflows and long code-based reasoning. Plus, you get those awesome live code previews right in your chat. ChatGPT, on the flip side, is a bit more like a quick-fix handyman. It's highly capable, for sure, especially for standalone scripts, fast debugging, or math reasoning. But for serious, ground-up architecture, Claude takes the win. Building on that deep focus, let's talk about tone. Claude actually mirrors complex human nuances beautifully. It writes with a natural, varied cadence. You completely avoid those painfully obvious ChatGPT tropes we've all seen a million times by now, starting every single final paragraph with "in conclusion" or "furthermore." Now, ChatGPT is fantastic for turning out quick bulleted summaries or standard email templates, but man, if you want it to sound like a human actually wrote it, you're going to have to do some heavy editing. All right, let's talk memory. Literally how much data these systems can hold in their brain at one time. ChatGPT has a standard context window of roughly 128,000 tokens. Think of a token kind of like a piece of a word. Now, 128K handles everyday tasks brilliantly, but if you stuff it with massive multi-megabyte documents, it can start to get a little amnesiac and forget earlier details. So why does this matter? Well, because while ChatGPT caps out around that 128,000 mark, Claude offers a staggering 1 million tokens of recall. It's wild. You can literally drop a dense 300-page legal contract or an entire massive code base right into the chat, and Claude will synthesize insights across the whole thing as a complete unit, rather than just losing the plot halfway through. Section 3. Visuals, voice, and speed. Dynamic features. Okay, this is where we pivot away from deep text analysis and where ChatGPT steps into the ring with an absolute decisive advantage. If your workflow requires creating visuals from scratch, ChatGPT's built-in ecosystem is equipped with DALL-E for images and various video generation tools. Claude, well, it's strictly text-based. It can analyze images and charts with incredible accuracy, but it is not going to draw you a picture. The way we verbally interact with these AIs is also fundamentally different. OpenAI's advanced voice mode on ChatGPT literally feels like a real phone call. It gives you fluid, real-time conversations, it picks up on your emotional inflections, and it can even change its tone on command. Claude completely sets this one out. It only allows basic voice-to-text dictation without speaking back to you. And when we're looking at live web research, that gap definitely remains. ChatGPT acts like this super aggressive researcher, using specialized models to scrape multiple live sources and compile up-to-date data rapidly. Claude, on the other hand, plays the role of a cautious librarian. It can search the web, sure, but it favors strict source verification over broad, rapid scraping. Moving on to Section 4, Workflow and Memory Styles. Let's look at their organization philosophies. Let's cool down for a second and look at how these tools actually organize your daily life. It really boils down to one fundamental question. Do you prefer an AI that learns about you over time in a continuous relationship, or do you want one that operates within strict lockdown boundaries for every single task? Here's how that actually plays out in practice. ChatGPT uses a global memory system. It automatically remembers facts about your business and your preferences across all your chats. It feels like an ongoing conversation. Claude uses structured, siloed projects. You upload specific background docs and write custom instructions just for that single workspace. It doesn't guess what you want, it strictly follows those boundaries and never ever bleeds information into your other chats. Finally, Section 5, the final verdict. Let's talk about choosing your Plus or Pro tier. Looking at the final scorecard here, the situational winners are super clear. Claude dominates in deep multi-file coding, natural writing, and massive context sizes. But ChatGPT decisively sweeps the board for image generation, real-time voice conversations, rapid web research, and its custom app ecosystem. And, the ultimate deciding factor here isn't actually price. Both platforms sit at an identical $20 a month price point for their premium tiers, which means your choice comes entirely down to pure utility. So you should definitely spend your budget on ChatGPT Plus if you're a dynamic generalist. If you need a flexible Swiss Army knife that handles real-time web research, spits out rapid templates, generates social media images natively, and even lets you brainstorm out loud on your drive home, it offers the absolute broadest utility hands down. On the flip side, go with Claude Pro if your daily work demands deep cognitive focus. If you're spending your hours writing complex programming architecture, analyzing dense 100-page contracts, or fine-tuning long-form articles where logical flow and massive recall matter most, Claude is completely unmatched. So look at your desk, look at your daily tasks, and really ask yourself, are you the dynamic generalist who needs a broad ecosystem, or the deep focus creator needing precise logic? Choose the AI that actually fits your workflow. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful AI in the world isn't the one with the best benchmarks on paper. It's the one you actually know how to leverage. So which one are you booting up tomorrow morning?